Terence Crawford has beaten Israil Madrimov via unanimous decision. Very, very, very close fight, in my opinion. Very close fight. I think you could at least have had that a split decision there, to be fair. I thought it was a very close fight. You had Sean Porter sucking Crawford off the whole fight. But yeah, overall, it was a very close fight. It was a very close fight. I think, to be fair, though, it wasn't Bud's most amazing performance, but he was up against to be fair though, he was up against a very tough opponent in Israil Madrimov, who's had a very good amateur background, who's a very, very, very smart boxer. I thought Madrimov did enough to pick up some big rounds in that fight, in my opinion, and could have arguably won 100%, in my opinion. I think you could make an argument for Israil Madrimov winning that fight. I thought he was boxing really, really well, picking up some good rounds late on, in my opinion. And I thought he was taking shots well on the gloves, getting out of the way, showing some good footwork throughout. I thought Madrimov was really accurate with the straight right, very accurate with the overhand right as well. Apart from in the 12th round, where Madrimov was just really rushing his work quite a lot. But overall, it was a close fight. It was a very close fight, no matter what people say. It was close. I think you could make an argument either way. But at the end of the day, Crawford getting the win, I think, was definitely better for boxing 100%. And again, I thought Crawford had some fantastic moments in the fight as well. And, again, big argument for him winning the fight, 100%, in my opinion. I thought Crawford was definitely landing the bigger shots throughout the fight. But again, no, I thought Madrimov was probably boxing the better out of the two, but Crawford was landing the bigger, better shots throughout, and the more impactful shots on Madrimov throughout. I thought Crawford was doing well with the jab, to be fair, but at times he did let it slip a bit, and he was letting Madrimov get into his rhythm. I think I wouldn't, if I was Crawford, I wouldn't go into the Canelo fight. I don't think Crawford wins the fight. I really don't think Crawford wins the fight. I think Canelo will be too smart and too accurate for Crawford's liking, in my opinion. And at times in that fight as well, Madrimov made Crawford lose his footing a bit. Madrimov was really hard work for Crawford. That was really, really, really difficult work for Terence Crawford to be able to deal with, in my opinion, 100%. But I thought Madrimov's work to the body was good. I thought Madrimov was able to take that front foot well. I thought Bud was also able to, land some big shots and box well off the back foot at times as well. I thought Bud was good on the back foot. He was able to land big shots. He was setting up his shots well. And, he was unpredictable. Madrimov was good on that front foot, coming forward well and, trying to push the pace as much as possible. Madrimov got some big success in that fight. 116 to 112, I think's too wide. I think the furthest you could have to either guy is 115, 113. I thought the fight was that close. I thought the fight was very, very, very close, in my opinion. No doubt about it. 116, 112 is too wide. I think if anything, Crawford could have nicked it. Madrimov could have. They were never going to give it to Madrimov. I think a split decision at the most, I think, is what Madrimov deserved, 100%. Madrimov deserved a split decision there. But, I think you've got to be a bit disappointed at that performance from Crawford, though. It was underwhelming when we're there talking about possible Canelo fights, with Turki Al-Sheikh putting in an offer for a Crawford-Canelo fight. It's like, you feel pretty underwhelmed when you were watching that fight. It wasn't the best fight to watch. It was better as the fight went on. It was a pretty good chess match overall, in my opinion. It wasn't the best fight you'll ever see, though. And you're also just underwhelmed at Crawford because it's like, there's big fights out there that you could get, and overall, that was pretty disappointing from him. People were expecting a lot more, even though, Madrimov was absolutely class, as we know, and as we saw there. Madrimov was absolutely class. He's so smart with his work, 100%. But, you're going to be underwhelmed with that performance from Terence Crawford, 100%. It wasn't good enough to show that he's good enough up in the weight classes, in my opinion. If that's how he's fighting at his highest weight class so far at super welterweight, how would he do it, at middleweight if him and Canelo met in the middle now? How would he do it super middleweight, for example? Like, not well at all. I don't think Crawford does well at middleweight if he decides to, go on and become like a 5-weight world champ. I don't think that goes well for Terence Crawford. But, it's going to be interesting to see. I thought it was a good performance from Madrimov. I thought he was very good with I thought Madrimov was very clever. I thought he was very good with his level changes. I thought Crawford was good with the jab. And Crawford was good at putting his shots together, to be fair. But it's just not the same. It's not the same Crawford that we saw against Spence, where he's putting his shots together. Against Spence, the counter punching was different. In that fight, he was putting his shots together better. Crawford was putting his shots together well at times today, but it was nowhere near the level that it was against Errol Spence in their fight. Nowhere near. And that is because, Madrimov's a very, very, very good boxer, very smart, in my opinion. And, I've seen many people that, could have had him winning the fight 100%. I think an argument could be made without a shadow of a doubt. It was an extremely close fight. I think 115, 113 is the, either way is how you could have it. I thought it was that close. Overall, to be fair, Crawford was doing a good job behind that jab, and Madrimov was walking onto it a bit, but again, though, Madrimov was able to set the odd trap and make Crawford walk onto the overhand or make him walk onto that straight left. They were good at trying to set traps for each other, but again, both guys are so clever as well at times. Well, all the time. They're both very clever at times. They're also very good at not falling into traps, but they're also both very good at setting traps for one another. It was a good chess match overall, to be fair. It was a very good, solid chess match. Both guys ridiculously skillful. I'm excited for both guys' next fights. For Crawford, it shouldn't be Canelo. Madrimov said he wanted a rematch. I doubt that's going to happen, but again, it was a good chess match that we saw there. People were like in the build-up, oh, it's a massive mismatch. It was not at all. It was a very, very, very close competitive fight, in my opinion, 100%. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, King. I'll speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching.